We appreciate you coming back to the Coin Surreys channel. At the moment, Bitcoin is at the front of a very heated market. Plus, my personal portfolio's most heavily held cryptocurrency, XRP, is obviously feeling the effects of this. It is reasonable to assume that the market is presently quite heated as an on-chain analytics firm has added XRP to the block. That is the subject matter of this piece from the Daily Huddle. You raise some good points, and I feel obliged to address them. Still, I'll just state that their interpretation is totally acceptable if the data they utilized is accurate. That is not a top, and it does not mean anything is wrong on its own. The way things are right now are rather ordinary. I think the only reasonable thing to do is to keep hoping for the best. I don't think it's wise to be scared right now. In my most recent video, I mentioned that over the last 6 years, I had participated in 3 separate cryptocurrency bull markets. This is quite ordinary. After witnessing the reactions of others, I made up my mind not to do that. That is obviously not going to work since it is illogical. When the top signals are clearly visible, I will address this on this channel. I will talk about how I'm selling my holdings, but I won't tell you how much Bitcoin or dollars I'm selling. But if anything major happens, like the selling of my XRP and other assets, I'll be happy to share the news, or they can do the same, because I enjoy having these kinds of conversations. Although we are still far from the point where we should be worried about the peak, it is entertaining to discuss my XRP holdings, when I plan to sell them, and so on. Therefore, regardless of how intense feelings are right now, that is rather normal. Actually, people will make mistakes. Before I go any further, I feel compelled to say that I am not a financial advisor and that I have absolutely no background in this field. Definitely, positively, do not allow anything I say to sway your decision to buy or sell. For fun and as a hobby, I enjoy making videos on cryptocurrencies on YouTube. I'm just an enthusiast. I shared the following post earlier this evening. I am cognizant of the fact that this is transpiring on X social network and that the market for cryptocurrencies is seeing a minor correction after a remarkable surge. That is why I can tell that XRP's value is going down. Anyway, I'm eagerly anticipating that XRP will finally overcome the limitations caused by the SEC action and reach new levels of success in this market cycle. The future of XRP's price is uncertain. Plus, I'm too chicken to even try to estimate the cost. There is no guarantee of any particular change in price. It defies logic that XRP would skip a full-scale alt season. In my opinion, if everything works out as expected, we should be satisfied with the results after this cycle is over. My opinion is that what I said is completely accurate. I would venture to say that's likely the case. Looking back at instances like these, it's clear that there have been obstacles, but the exciting part is that there will be even more of them in the future. I think I brought up the idea of sending a video yesterday. It seems like a perfect analogy to me. The sound is similar to that of a fireworks display. Here you are, taking in the essential fireworks show. However, the final section is the most thrilling. Depending on the quantity of fireworks purchased, the huge finale can last anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 minute. On rare occasions, though, they can become completely absurd. I also find it entertaining to watch. Would you concur? Everyone enjoys watching fireworks. As is typical with crypto, the best part is usually towards the end. On top of that, we haven't seen that yet. There is a wealth of metrics that can be analyzed beyond the measurements seen in charts. However, if you look at what the chart analysts are saying, you'll notice that they are unanimous. We won't hit the top anytime soon. That being said, you should not be concerned at this time. Brief Handles Jelly intends to make this chart appear as horrifying as possible before it reaches $100,000. As stated in this post, go at your own pace. The best is yet to come, regardless of how long it takes to fix. Absolutely spot on. But if you're a terrified person, which is usually due to not knowing what historical norms are, it can take some work right now. Truthfully, we ought to respond appropriately when individuals are frightened. Scarcity of knowledge is a common cause of scalar fear. Some ambiguity is the root cause of the worry. Nonetheless, when seen through the lens of history, that fear dissipates. Subsequently, it becomes effortless to engage in utter relaxation here. Though it claims a few weeks, that's no guarantee that it actually will. That could feel like an eternity to someone who is concerned, since they won't have a clue what to do and will be saying, "Oh my God," the whole time. Regardless, this is standard procedure. So, I'm not concerned about the time it takes. This too shall pass, and we shall soon return to our ascent. British chart gurus have put this up for anybody who missed the Bitcoin or alt market entry. Soon, everything will be looking up, and our slash is just waiting for a reversal. When you expect a larger drop, you shouldn't overindulge. Take advantage of the chance if you want more attention. From my perspective, that is, thus, wise counsel. Listen, I'm not attempting to influence your decision to buy or sell. You are free to do as you like, so long as the price allows me to have more. It doesn't matter if you believe I might buy it. It is possible that you are engaging in that activity involving market time. Still, I've spent what seems like an eternity packing. There is a potential ceiling at which I start investing more heavily. I started doing some of this as early as November 2022, but the truth is, I'm easily fooled into thinking I don't require additional advantage because it seems so disastrous. Up until that moment, I thought I had everything I needed. This isn't the game for you if you're the type who gets anxious about taking unnecessary items and questions whether it's worthwhile to participate. Would you still like to be if you knew it wouldn't work every time? This is a post from Altcoin Jim. If you've played your cards right over the next 6 to 12 months, you should be able to earn more with less effort. He is now accompanied by a charming little brain emoji. Yes, I completely agree with you. Because of this, that is what it meant for the whole 6 to 12 months that I've been engaged with cryptocurrencies starting in November 2017. Buying stuff and doing nothing has been my whole strategy. Then I take a complete and utter break, duration that I am bound to my current status. In addition, I tend to hold on to things that I have no intention of selling, which means they either don't fetch any money or aren't attractive to anyone. I did, however, promote other people to this asset class. Now that I'm looking at my Bitcoin holdings, I'm starting to question if my initial optimism was overly hopeful. If only, I guess, I had hoped. However, I can say with certainty that it is happening now. Yeah, complete anarchy would have ensued by 2017. Consequently, 2017 this investing approach is so easy that I barely have to do anything. Thus I'm grateful to Matt Moon Lembo for implementing it. Fantastic. Indeed. The following was written by Frankie, an XRP community member who shared the post. He experimented with Bitcoin for the first time in 2011. Make note of it. After factoring in taxes and market timing, he says, most people's portfolios would be bankrupt if they tried to trade their way to fortune. Many individuals fritter away their small monetary hoards in the hopes of trading for larger ones. When you factor in the temporary levies that many nations have, your situation will be much worse. Good counsel. Indeed. On the subject of his work style as well, he works full-time in the banking industry. Put simply, he lacks any knowledge whatsoever. Those who engage in numerous market tie attempts and position trading, such individuals often face difficulties. I feel most connected to the people who are doing next to nothing, or almost nothing, about my predicament. Typically, those are the people who wind up becoming the wealthiest. Your humble chart analyst has put this up. Geez, JD. Oh, I thought you brought up XRP. Set aside your feelings about dumb money and focus on the figures. A standard retest is visible on the non-log scale, while newcomers wait for that breakout. Experienced traders will use it to validate the trendline's validity. You can see the USD price of XRP on this chart. Therefore, we ask that you please be patient because retests are routine in such situations. This is something I know, even though I'm not great with charts. At that point, the video shuts off. As always, you may like and subscribe, and if you have any thoughts or ideas, you can leave a comment. Until next time.